Okay. Good evening, everybody. It is June 18th, 2024. It is 8:52 in the evening, or at night, however you want to say it. Um, so, what I was talking about earlier, before I watched Hotel Transylvania 2, I was saying that um, I was thinking about some stuff and it made me sad. How do I explain this? Um, it's really difficult to explain. I guess the gist of it is no one trusts me and no one loves me. Uh, that's basically the gist of it. Um, I think that's what the poking on the inside of my body keeps telling me too. And but like I said, there was a lot more. It was a lot more complicated than that. Um, Last night, whenever I was thinking about it, um, like I know that certain things have happened. Oh, and just so everybody knows, evidently I still have that thing where right before I start my menstrual cycle, I get really, really agitated with everything. So that might have been why I was really upset the other day and why I was mad. I remember being mad, but I don't remember anything that I said. And then I just realized yesterday that this might be TMI, but sorry. But nobody watches these videos anyway, so um, guess I'm just making them for myself for a vlog, I guess. Uh, so, yeah, somebody had mentioned something, and I read it on Instagram, I think, a while back, and it was last year sometime, and they said they posted a post, and I think it was on Instagram, and it said they don't love her like she loves them, or something to that effect. Um, and I think that whoever posted it might be right. I was thinking, and for some reason, I thought of myself whenever I read that post. And I thought, what if these people don't? Because, well, let's look at this rationally and reality, for one. Um, my ex-husband stopped talking to me. He doesn't respond to my texts anymore. Um, I haven't talked to him in years. My daughter doesn't talk to me anymore. She changed her number, didn't tell me. She got married. I wasn't invited. My mom is now not responding to my texts. I asked her to Dave and it wasn't even for me, it was for Tristan, my son. And she didn't even respond to me. I was like, Tristan wants to get to know his half sister, Jordan, but if nobody will respond to me, then there isn't any way that he can get to know his half sister, Jordan. Um, none of my kids talk to me, except whenever they're at my mom's house or they're with my mom, and not, and in the last couple of years, on Facebook, people just want to message me on Facebook, and they just want to have sex, and they want to get naked on Messenger. And I've literally, I think I've said this before, but, tried to be nice and talk to people, and all they wanted, and they're naked. And I click on it, and they're calling me, and they're naked, and I don't want to do that with somebody that I haven't ever met before, haven't ever talked to before. Nobody talks to me in my family. Nobody. The people who did talk to me are dead. My dad tried to talk to me a while back, and I talked to him for a little bit, but David Ray, not my adoptive dad. My adoptive dad doesn't want to have anything to do with me. My biological sisters don't want to have anything to do with me. None of my family want to have anything to do with me. Literally, like, nobody talks to me. And it was getting to the point where Jeremy wasn't even talking to me, the guy that I live with. And Tristan wasn't talking to me, and Tristan was mad at me, and because, well, he did a typical teenager thing, and, I laughed it off. I thought it was funny. I didn't want to get him into too much trouble, because I try not to be like my mom, how she raised me, but sometimes I think sometimes I have to be a little bit like her, or else Tristan will think that he can just do whatever he wants until, and he pretty much can, but there's certain things that you're not supposed to do. And I'm lax on him because I don't want to be like my mom, for one. And he's the only son I have alive, technically. And he's a good kid. He's just a teenager. So, and teenagers, he has moods just like everybody else does. And I'm hoping that this is just a phase, and it just seems like nobody wants to be around me, nobody wants to talk to me, that I'm the bad guy, and that everything I do is wrong, I can't do anything right. And it just, at times like that, it just makes me miss the old days whenever I was growing up. I know that I had it rough, but at least people talked to me, and at least I had real friends. And I didn't have to go through this like I have for the last 17 years. People, sometimes I think social media can be a lot worse than what it was meant for, I think. I could be wrong, but just seems like everybody just doesn't want to have anything to do with me, and it's making me start to think that I was never really loved to begin with. And maybe I'm not lovable. Maybe there's just something about me that everybody just doesn't want to have anything to do with. And it didn't used to be like that. And I didn't used to be the person that I am. And I can't stand the fact that I am the way that I am sometimes. And I was sitting there thinking about it, and that was making me cry too, that maybe I am a horrible person. Maybe all this stuff that's happened to me since 2013, 2014 has made me a horrible person. I'm not the person that I used to be, and because I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know how to deal with what's going on with me sometimes, and I think too, I have a chemical imbalance. I was reading somewhere, I forgot, I'm going to look it up again, but I think the chemical imbalance, I think, makes me have major mood swings. Um, Somebody had mentioned that before, and oh, I forgot what it was, but it's just, I just miss having people to talk to. And nowadays, I'm afraid to talk to people because I'm like, what are they going to want from me? Because it's not like the old days, growing up, whenever people just wanted to talk, just to hang out. It's what it seems like, anyway. And, so I decided to keep on taking my antidepressant medicine, my Prozac, my fluoxetine, and my Abilify, which I still have to take it. I forgot to take it tonight. I just took my fluoxetine not too long ago at like 8:38. Just because I don't think this is ever going to end. I think that I'm grounded for the rest of my life. And I'm not going to be allowed to have any real friends anymore. And I think a lot of doors are closed to me. And I think that that's what they're trying to tell me. But anyway, this is almost to 15 minutes, so that's all I'm going to have to say about that. Thank you for watching this video. I'll talk to you in the next one.